I realized love needs power to survive. What if, what if she loves me because I'm rich? I used to believe a woman should love me, from my mind, from my heart, my intentions. And when I would present myself to a woman, just me, no flash, no money, just a good guy, just a good soul trying to connect, I was met with silence, confusion, or worse, polite rejection. It didn't make sense back then. I thought, isn't this what everyone says they want? Someone real? But here's what I've learned. A man can have love in his heart, but without power, that love has nowhere to go. A man has nothing to give if he cannot fill his place as a husband or father or as a citizen or as a man. Here, Waddles is talking about expression. Love is not just an emotion, it's a force. You need to have the resources, money, energy, focus, structure, and then your love can move and flourish. Love is meant to build something, to house someone, to uplift your woman, to raise your children, to heal your lineage, to shape a world. It may sound harsh or even transactional, but as I kept building my life, I realized what is actually going on. They love you because you become something. When a man is powerful, disciplined, and focused and rich, the way love shows up for him is different. Women don't just want money. I think what they want is the energy of a man who has mastered his environment. It may sound brash or even transactional, but as I kept building my life, I realized what is actually going on. They love you because you become something. When a man is powerful, disciplined, and focused, the way love shows up for him is different, especially when he's rich. And riches can be a part of that, are a part of that. Women don't just want money. I think what they want is the energy of a man who has mastered his environment. Money seems to be just a receipt. Love may not have found me until I became rich and useful. It wasn't until I got serious about my hustle, my habits, and my higher self that women started to see me differently. Not just romantically, I mean respectfully. Suddenly, love started coming into my life naturally, not because I was chasing it, but because I had finally became a man worth loving. Final thought. A woman doesn't need a perfect man, but she wants to feel safe, led, and poured into. If you have something to give, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually, you may always feel enthusiastic about love. So build, not just to be rich, but to express your soul, because love is not just a feeling, it's a power that needs somewhere to go. And yeah, I'm getting rich, and this was a reflection that I don't want to say who, but there was a very powerful YouTuber and personality who kind of brought this to my attention. And it's interesting because this is something that I've always wanted for myself anyway. Sometimes you just need someone to put it out there into the universe for you. But yes, I've always wanted to be rich, and I'm on my way there. I'm getting on that path, right? And I think we have to be rich. I think it's your duty to get rich. If you love yourself and the people around you, this is what you'll do. You'll want to have money enough, and you'll want to have a way for that love to flourish. You know, you want to have that current with you, and you want to have God on your side, because that's where the world is going to. The world is going to God. And this reflection was more like a Heartstone moment. It was more of like a coming of age moment. It was more of like a milestone, more like something that I needed to realize. And it wasn't until I got that through my head and that I started to actually think about what I wanted out of life that life started to show me things and started to show up in ways where I could help and be a benefit. So yes, so if you want to read this reflection, it's on my Substack post, as well as some other things in the chat, in the description, that you should take a look at. But I want to know from you guys, what is your idea of riches? What do you guys want out of life? Maybe we can help each other. Maybe. Yeah. Of course, I want to travel. Everybody wants that. Of course, you want to do good. Everybody wants that too. And I think at this moment in life, you should probably work on giving up most recreation and pleasure. I think that would actually help you get the life you want to live. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about money. Show me the money. Let's get rich.